Hello everybody and welcome to Brady's Lab. And in this video we're going to be running Minecraft on super old computers. Now we're not actually going to be running official Minecraft, but we're going to be running something called ClassiCube, which is a Minecraft styled sandbox block game that has support for very old computers. On Windows it has support up to Windows 95. And so I've got a Pentium 2 450 megahertz with 128 megabytes of RAM here. I've got ClassiCube here. Now this is the OpenGL version. The graphics card in this computer does not support the hardware accelerated version. But if we go ahead and run ClassiCube, we can see it asks for some resources to be downloaded. Now it asked this in the start and had like 20 gigabytes, and I ran it and then it just throws an error when it gets to 14.66. I don't know what that's about, but it seems to work fine. So we'll go ahead and run it up, and it says your system only supports OpenGL 1.1, and so it's going to have very poor performance. And if we run it up, there we are. You can see we get about 1 frame per second, but it is actually running. And so this is very, very cool. And yeah, but it's not very playable. As you can see, if you wanted to build a house or something, it's just very laggy and very slow. So let's go ahead and I'll try it on a Pentium 3 and we'll see if we get any improved performance. So let's go ahead and try that. Alright, so here I've got a Pentium 3 600 megahertz with 400 megabytes of RAM, running Windows 2000. I should have clarified that the Pentium 2 was running Windows 98 SE. And I've got ClassiCube installed, again the OpenGL version, because this one's graphics card doesn't support the hardware accelerated version either. And if we fire it up again, we get the same message and it throws an error. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But yeah, if we go ahead and play again, it says we may experience poor performance. But it is actually a bit faster than the Pentium 2. But not by very much. But yeah, still very cool that it even works. But let's go ahead and step it up to something a bit more powerful. Okay, here's our next test subject. A 1.6 gigahertz Pentium 4 with 512 megabytes of RAM running Windows XP. This computer also has the ability to run the hardware accelerated version of ClassiCube. So let's go ahead and fire it up and see what kind of performance we get. As you can see immediately, we have around 15 FPS, and it is very, very playable. The only problem I'm noticing is the water doesn't look quite right. It just looks like a blue void, so I'm not sure why that's happening, but yeah. But apart from that, the game is totally playable, works very, very well. And I'm sure the reason it's so much more playable than the previous versions we've tested is just due to the graphics card. So I'll have to see if I can get a better graphics card for my Pentium 2 or Pentium 3, and then we'll have to revisit this this game and see if we can get it to work even more. Maybe get it to be actually playable. And yeah, I plan to do a follow-up on this program where we tested on some more computers. I just don't have versions for them compiled yet, because some of them you have to compile it for yourself. Not for any of the Windows computers I tested, but for like my iBook G4 running 10.4, you have to compile it yourself. And I'm not really sure how to do that yet. So once I figure that out, then we'll revisit it and see how that works. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.